Karim Shamsi Basha is a Syrian-American photojournalist, author, and activist whose journey from Islam to Christianity is deeply intertwined with personal crisis, cultural exploration, and a search for meaning. Here is his story in detail. Early life and background. Karim was born in 1965 in Damascus, Syria, the youngest of 4 children. His father owned a clothing store and was a poet and writer who emphasized tolerance and discouraged discrimination based on religion or nationality. Growing up, Karim was a practicing Muslim. He prayed 5 times daily, fasted during Ramadan, and attended mosque regularly. However, he was also exposed to diverse ideas. In middle school, he befriended a Christian classmate, and their conversations about faith sparked his curiosity about different belief systems. His father encouraged him to keep reading and exploring, fostering an open-minded approach to spirituality. In the 1980s, disillusioned by political injustice in Syria, Karim decided to seek a better life in the United States. He immigrated in 1984 at age 18 to study mechanical engineering at the University of Tennessee. Upon arriving in Knoxville, he was repeatedly asked if he was from the Damascus Road referenced in the Bible, a connection he initially did not understand, as he had no familiarity with Christian scripture. Intrigued, he looked up the story of Paul's conversion, which planted the first seed of interest in Christianity. The crisis that changed everything. After graduating, Karim worked as a photojournalist for the Birmingham Post-Herald in Alabama. On April 8, 1992, while covering a fire at Independent Presbyterian Church, he suddenly felt an explosion in his head. He had suffered a ruptured brain aneurysm and fell into a coma that lasted nearly 3 weeks. Doctors gave him little chance of survival, and when he awoke, he could not speak or walk. After months of rehabilitation, he made a full recovery, which his neurologist described as miraculous, telling him, "You have to find out why you survived." This near-death experience and the doctor's words launched Karim into a profound spiritual search. He began reading religious texts, including the Quran and the Bible, seeking answers about life's purpose and the nature of God. He was particularly drawn to the message of grace and love in the New Testament, which contrasted with the rigid legalism he had felt in his understanding of Islam. During this period, he also faced personal hardship. His marriage ended, his father passed away, and he briefly became homeless. Despite these struggles, he continued to study and pray, eventually deciding to be baptized as a Christian in 1996. Journey to Faith and Post-Conversion Life. Karim documented his spiritual journey in his 2013 book, Paul and Me, A Journey to and from the Damascus Road, From Islam to Christ, which draws parallels between his own conversion and that of the Apostle Paul. The book became an Amazon bestseller and was praised for its honest exploration of faith and identity. Since his conversion, Karim has dedicated his work to building bridges between cultures and religions. He has written for publications like National Geographic Traveler, Time, and the Huffington Post, and founded blogs such as Arab in Alabama to share stories of the Middle East and challenge stereotypes. In 2020, he co-authored the children's book, The Cat Man of Aleppo, which tells the true story of a Syrian ambulance driver who saved hundreds of abandoned cats during the civil war.